friends, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. I think we've got our microphone worked out today with a little technical assistance. Today's practice is going to try to break us out of our COVID funk of Netflix watching, slouching on the sofa. We're going to try to give ourselves a little challenge today. We're going to work on our core strength, our inner strength, that's going to fuel us for some strength and fortitude during these challenging times. I know that we've all got it within us, and we're going to pull it in today. So, find your mat. You probably will want some water, and let's get started. So go ahead and find yourself into your comfortable seated position on the floor, on your mat. Start to lengthen through the spine. Go ahead and let your shoulders drop away from your ears. And just rest your arms on your legs. We tend to start with the same ritual in our yoga practice each time because it's comforting. So we're rooting down. Sits bones grounded into the earth. The crown of your head is reaching towards the sky. You're pulling your belly in just slightly towards the spine, creating length. If you'd like, you can join me in closing your eyes just to come inward for a moment. This is a brief practice. It's a little bit of a higher intensity practice. So close your eyes and turn in towards your breath. As you breathe in, I want you to start to discover the sensation that you are drawing the breath in through your nose and pulling that breath all the way down low into the core, deep to that space just below your belly button. Breath is coming gently in and out through the nose. Maybe you feel a little expansion across the chest as you start that inhale and you draw it down into the lower belly. Each inhale, you feel a lifting of the spine, and exhale, you feel a deepening, a softening of the shoulders. So part of the challenge of this practice will be to try to remain calm in your breath, in your thoughts, as the pace and the intensity of your practice picks up. How can we meet these challenges head on with grace and strength? Let's open the eyes together. We'll lift the arms up over your head, reaching up towards the sky as you exhale, twist towards your left side. Lengthen through the spine. I know I look like I'm going opposite you all. In my heart, I'm right there with you. Inhale, reach back up. And exhale, twisting towards your right side. Soften the shoulders. Draw your belly in towards the spine. Inhale, lengthen as you reach up towards the sky. One more time each side. Exhale. Soft shoulders, belly is drawn in towards the spine. As you twist, can you grow longer through the spine? Inhale, reach. And exhale, lengthen as you twist. Soften that left shoulder. Look over the right shoulder. You've been here before. Maybe this time you find a spot on the wall a little bit further around to find your focus. Inhale, reach back up, and exhale, your hands come down to prayer at heart center. As you inhale, open the arms out wide. Turn your palms face up. Lift the chest up towards the sky. As you exhale, round. Pull the belly in towards the spine. Chin to chest. Inhale. Open. Exhale as you round. Pull the belly in. Round through the spine. Shrug through the shoulders. One more time. Inhale. Opening through the chest. Try to draw those shoulder blades down the back. Exhale as you round. And return your hands to prayer at heart center. Let's take the left hand down to the mat beside you. Reach the right arm up. Inhale and exhale over to the side. Gaze straight ahead. Drop that right knee away from you. The hip is sinking in towards the floor. How's your right shoulder? Does it want to try to round forward, hiding your face? Or can you keep your shoulder drawn down your back so your face is visible. Everyone wants to see your gorgeous face. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, right arm down. Left arm reaches up and over. Try to keep your chest facing forward, your arm facing the underarm facing forward, faces forward. Draw the shoulder blade down the back slightly, even as you reach those left hands. Inhale, back on down. Good. Let's take the hands back. Walk them on back. They're out fairly wide. Your palms are planted on the floor. Roll the shoulder blades down your back. Open through the chest. Drop the head back, drop the eyes back, look back, feel that stretch across the front of the neck. And inhale, come on back forward. Walk it on back up. Take your hands out in front of you and start to walk your hands out along your mat, reaching out forward, sinking the hips down. Let the head fall down towards your mat. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And then start to walk your hands back in. We're going to swap our feet here. So I have my left foot in front. That is my habit. That's the way I sit every single time. I'm going to bring that left foot closer to me. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, start to walk it on back forward. And this time, if you've got any tightness in the knees or hips or spine, you might feel it a little bit more pronounced on the second side because it's probably, just like me, not your natural default side. So if you notice any shifting in the body, can you just try to readjust to find some symmetry here? Breathe, deep inhale, deep exhale, no expectations. We're letting all those expectations go. And walk it back in. Good. All right, we're going to start to warm up the belly a little bit. We're going to roll down onto your back. So I was up on a towel. I'm going to move that out of the way. Roll on down to your back. I'm going to see if I can accomplish this without disrupting my microphone. Stretch your arms up over your head. Stretch your toes out long. Big full body stretch. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Inhale, and as you exhale, the arms come down beside you. Pull the knees in towards your chest. Hands around your shins and hug the knees in towards your chest. So you're just going to move with the breath here. As you exhale, the knees come in. As you inhale, they open a little bit away from you. And I want you to feel how your tailbone wants to rock up off the floor, and then it expands down towards the floor. Knees to chest. Inhale. You're just loosening up to the lower back. Good. All right. So I want you to relax the tailbone down to the ground. You're pulling the belly in towards the spine. Your knees are together. Your shins are parallel towards the parallel to the floor. Pull the belly in towards the spine. You might, if it's more comfortable for your lower back, to open the knees a little bit. I'll let you do that. All right, knees together if you can. Shins parallel. Arms are just reaching out beside you. Right here, pull your belly down towards the spine. And I want you to lift the heart up towards those thighs. You're reaching your fingertips towards the heels. Your shoulders are down and back, and you're just holding it here for 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Big inhale for recovery. Exhale, lift and hold. Pull your belly in towards the spine. Shoulders not squinching into the ears. You're trying to draw them down your back. Nice. Inhale, lower down. 2 more like this. Exhale, curl it up and hold. You're holding for 8. You all that practice with me regularly know that I'm not the best counter. However, I get to talking. Inhale, lower down. Exhale. We all do our best, right? Lift it up. All right. From here, this time you're going to pulse even higher. You're going to pulse towards those thighs. You're reaching those fingertips out towards the heels for 4, 3. Pull the belly towards the spine. Start to feel that burn and lower down. Beautiful. Left toes up towards the sky. Right toes reach out towards the wall in front of you. The right foot's floating a little bit above the ground. Take your hands around the back of this left calf. Inhale, and as you exhale, I want you to curl the chest up. Lift the chest up towards that left leg. As you inhale, lower back down. Big inhale, relax the body. Switch the feet. Exhale, lift and curl. Pull the belly towards the spine. Draw it down in. You're pressing the lower back into the mat. Inhale, relax it down. Switch the feet. Exhale. So notice how you start that exhale with the movement, with the execution of that motion. Inhale, relax it down. Switch the feet. Exhale to lift. Pull the belly in. So here I'm using my hands as a little bit of guidance. We're about to get a little bit harder challenge here. Inhale, lower down. Here we go. Use your hands to get your chest in position, your body in position. But as you release your leg, I want you to try to keep that same spatial relationship between your chest and your leg. Pull the belly in. Inhale, lower down. Does somebody just turn the heat up in here? Curl it up. You feel it immediately. You start to bring some fire, some burn into the belly, and it starts to challenge. Lower on down. We got one more. You've got this. Extend it up. Lift the heart. Release the hands if you're ready, if you want to. If that feels like you're straining the neck at all, then I'd rather you continue to use your hands to support. Inhale, lower. You are your own best teacher through this. You're your own best guide. So use your intuition. Curl up to that last right leg. Reach the fingertips out. Pull the belly towards the spine for 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Take a breath here. Deep inhale, deep exhale through the nose. That's your breath through the rest of class. Relax your arms down to the side, and let's take the knees over towards your right side. Let's make sure I'm all tucked in here with this microphone. Knees to the right. Maybe your gaze drops over that left hand. Breathe into it. Inhale, come back into the center. Knees drop left. Your gaze heads over to the right. I don't want to smush my microphone, so I'm just going to go partial way over there. Breathe into it. I want you to notice how quickly your body recovers when you bring your attention into your breath. You guide that relaxation in. All right. Let's cross the feet at the ankles and rock and roll on up. If that doesn't feel appropriate on your back, you might opt to roll to one side and help yourself up that way. We're going to go ahead and come on over onto your hands and knees. Spread your fingers out wide. Knees are separated, hip width apart. Your hips are trying to line right up over your knees. I hope that appears that way. Yep. All right, shoulders over wrists. Spread the fingers out wide. All right, we're going to start to just release the spine a little bit. Inhale, and as you exhale, push through your mat. Round through the spine. Pull the belly in towards the spine. Chin is to the chest. Inhale. Arch the back. Lift the tailbone. Lift the crown of the head. You don't really have to exaggerate this here. Think about lengthening more than trying to look way up. I don't want you to feel any compression in the back of the neck. Exhale. As you round, tuck the tailbone. And you know what? As I get talking, I start to slow this down a lot. I want you to slow it down as much as possible, but I want you to work at your own pace. However, the rhythm of your breath is what of your body here. They move in union. Inhale to arch the spine. Just keep it going. Exhale as you round. This should feel really good on that belly we just worked. Let's go ahead and take the hips back over the heels, sitting back in a child's pose. Walk your hands out along your mat. Your arms could stay straight here as you lengthen through the spine. Maybe the forehead drops down to the floor. Hips are trying to sit back over the heels. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And as you exhale, let's relax the elbows down to the floor. And then walk it on back up, back onto all fours. Stretch your left foot behind you. And we're going to lift that left leg off the mat. It should be straight out from your hip. Pull the belly in towards the spine. When you're ready, we're going to take the right arm and extend it straight out by the ear. So now you should be in one straight line from fingertip to toe. Your head is neutral. You don't have to look out at the hand. Just look straight down inside that left thumb or left index finger. Inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to bend the left knee and pull it in towards that right elbow. Inhale, reach it back out. Exhale, draw it in. Pull the belly in towards the spine. Inhale, reach. Exhale, draw it in. I love this one because it activates the front part of the core, but it's also activating the backside body. Strengthening through the lower lumbar, through the glutes, through the hamstrings. I think that was 4. We're going to take the right arm out towards the right side, flex the left toes, and take that left foot straight out from the left hip. Inhale, bring it back in. That's quite a challenge, you all. If that becomes too difficult, you might opt to bring that right arm down and just move the leg. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, out to the side like an airplane. One more time. Inhale, back to midline. Exhale, out to the center. Your right arm's heading to the right. Left foot's heading straight out to the left. Inhale, back to the center. Right arm down. I want you to bend the knee 90 degrees. See how the foot is flexed here? It's like you're putting a footprint up on your ceiling. Tiny little pulses here. Pulsing upward for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Keeping that knee bent 90 degrees. I want you to bend that knee and crisscross it. It's going to tap down behind this right knee. Inhale, push it up and back up to the back corner of the room. Crisscross down and press, push. Crisscross down and press. One more, crisscross and press it down. All right, I want you to take that foot and cross it. It's going to come down to the inside of that right ankle. It's now outside your yoga mat probably. It's down to the left corner. And I just want you to look around. Try to look towards that left heel. You're stretching through this left side body. And come on back to neutral. Let's take all that to the other side. All right, right foot is out. Lift that right leg straight out. Pull the belly towards the spine. Your arms are strong. This right arm especially is strong. You start to fire up through that right tricep as you reach the left arm out to the side. Pull the belly in. Really reach. Try not to let that right leg bend. Inhale in as you exhale. Now bend that knee. Pull the knee in towards the elbow, rounding through the spine. Pull the belly in. Inhale to reach. So we're doing this really slow. We're just going through 4, but you're doing it slow, controlled, intentionally, not rushing, taking the time to explore. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, draw it in. Reach it out, hold it here, hold. Now, the left arm is going to reach straight out from the shoulder. The right foot flexes and it tries to come right out from that right hip. Pull the belly in. So you might think, we're going to 4. Do this at your own time. Inhale, reach. Exhale out to the side. Hold it there. Keep it going. Inhale, reach. So this does not seem to be exactly a core exercise, but here's the thing. You're taking that weight out away from your center of gravity with that leg and the arm. So what holds it all in place is your core. You've got to start to fire up those core muscles by drawing them in towards the spine to help support. Hold it out. Left hand down to the floor. Bend that knee 90 degrees. How's your right hip? Is it pointed down towards the floor? Please try to turn it down towards the floor. Tiny little pulses here for 8, 7, 6. Is my belly pulled in or my shoulders over the wrist? That you're always thinking. 3, 2, and 1. Right knee crisscrosses down to your mat behind the left. Inhale, push to the back upper right corner. Flexing through that foot. Bend it, crisscross it behind, and push. Behind, and push. Behind, and push. All right, now, this foot stays straight. You're going to crisscross it over to that opposite edge of your mat. Try to turn that ankle down towards the floor, and you're just going to look over your left shoulder, looking over towards your feet. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Your hips are sort of pulling back towards the opposite edge. And then come on back around. Let's come off those wrists down to our elbows. Wiggle out the wrist a little bit. I could have said, would have been a nice thing to tell you all, that you could have been down on your elbows for some of that. But when you replay this video, you're going to figure that one out. All right? So we're going to come down. Our palms are together. Our elbows are shoulder width apart. One way to judge that is to take your hands and kind of link them in your elbows, and when you open them out here, you'll be shoulder width apart. All right. Let's go ahead and step our feet back so that you are now in a forearm plank. Try to bring those hips in between your heels. Push the belly in towards the spine. Pull the belly in towards the spine. Push your heels back. You're trying to flex through the feet. All right, and now your feet are about 4 or 5 inches apart. Your tailbone's reaching towards the heels. You're going to rock forward over your tippy toes. Your shoulders shift a little ahead of your elbows and rock it back. Flex through those heels. Forward and back. You're trying to glide forward and back, trying to not let the hips rise. Sometimes it's very easy as you go back to want to raise the hips, and I'm going to try to keep my hips down as low. Forward and back, forward and back. I was sort of talking through some of them, so we're doing a little extra just for the fun of it. And back, beautiful. This is a good time to bring the knees down and come down into child's pose. At any point, if you need a rest, this child's pose is a beautiful place for you to try to come and find a little restoration. Deep inhale, deep exhale. All right, come back forward onto your hands and knees. I want you to walk your hands out a little bit. And then bend your elbows and bring your palms together. And from right here, you're still squished up in your little child's pose. We're going to tuck our toes under and lift the hips. And as you lift the hips up here, you're now in dolphin pose. You're pushing your heels down towards the floor. They're not going to touch. That's okay. Your legs are straight. Now, I want you to start to look forward towards your thumbs. And we're going to do the same little gliding motion, rocking forward and back, forward. If this is too much for your shoulders, you might start to go ahead and come down into child's pose on this one, or come down onto the knees. Forward and back. Pulling the belly in towards the spine. Look towards your toes. Now, bend your knees, and I want you to hover your shins a little bit above the floor and straighten. Hover and straighten. 2 more. You've got this. Hover. Knees are bent. Shins are parallel to the floor. They're about 2 inches above the floor, and straighten. Last one here. Hover. 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Come back into child's pose. How does it feel for your hands to walk back to the back of your mat on this one? Rather than keeping them up over your head, relax them back down towards the back of the mat. Really let your shoulders relax here. Find your breath. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And let's walk the hands back out in front. Tuck the toes, lift the hips into a nice, easy downward facing dog. Taking that dog for a little walk this gorgeous afternoon. Breathe and gently start to walk your feet up. Little baby steps carries you towards the top of the mat. And right here, separate your feet a little bit. Look how they're about hip width apart. All right? And just bend your knees and let your hands come towards your elbows. Drop your head down. And I just want you to sway gently side to side. Finding your breath. Any tension in the neck and the shoulders and the spine is just cascading out. Let it go. And then let the hands drop down towards the floor, and you're going to start to round up slowly. Arms are just draping down, rounding up, stacking one vertebra, one on top of the other, all the way up. Let's take the arms up over the head, reach towards the sky, and exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up over your head. Exhale, we're going to fold down towards the floor, hands to the mat. As you inhale, lift the eyes, lift the heart, extend the spine. Exhale over those legs, Uttanasana. Walk your feet towards the back of your mat, out into a high plank. We were plank on our forearms earlier. Now you're in a straight plank. Pull the belly in towards the spine. All right, we're going to start this gentle by taking the knees to the mat, but you didn't let your hips bend out. They're not back here, hands and knees. You're shifted forward. You're basically in a plank position on your knees. Tuck the elbows in towards you as you lower down. The chest is going to go just a few inches above the floor. Inhale, open into cobra. Drop the shoulders out of the ears. Lower on down. Tuck the toes. Bend the knees as you come on up into your downward facing dog. Breathe here. Look forward. Step forward towards the top of your mat. Inhale, partway up. Exhale, fold. Notice how your knees are gently, softly bent here. Inhale to rise. Pull the belly in towards the spine. And exhale, hands to heart center. We did that one in rather slow motion. We're going to try this one 2-breath pace, all right? Inhale, sweep them up. Arms up over the head. Exhale to fold towards the floor. Inhale, lift the eyes, lift the heart. Exhale. Deeper fold. Step the feet towards the back of your mat into a high plank, pushing back through the heels. Belly's drawn in towards the spine. Tailbone is long, reaching towards those heels. All right, so the first time I showed it with the knees down to the floor. There's another option for your chaturanga, which would be to keep your legs straight here. I do them a lot with my knees down to the floor because that's gentler on your back and shoulders. The other option is knees straight, elbows in. Lowering down through chaturanga, and tops the feet come to the mat, and you wind up in an upward facing dog. Your legs aren't on the ground, just your feet and hands. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. So that's just a different option for you. You're welcome to do the one with the knees on the ground as well. Lengthen through the spine. All right, let's start moving on forward. I want you to take the left leg up towards the sky. Reach the sky with it. Inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to bend the knee and round through the spine, trying to pull the knee in towards the nose. Inhale, up and back. One more time. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, up and back. This time, you're going to pull that knee around towards the left tricep or left elbow. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, up and back. All right, knee to the right elbow. I didn't give y'all much advance warning that here we go for the challenge. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, bend that knee, twist it, turn it towards that right elbow. Inhale, up and back. Step it forward inside the left hand. Pivot that right heel down to the mat. Inhale to rise. Reach into your warrior one. Exhale, turn into your warrior two. Feel that dynamic heartbeat racing. Left palm face up and tilt to the back. So that right hand is stretched down the side of the leg. You're opening to the back, but it's really the stretch here is in the left side body. Back to warrior two. Shoulders are softened down. Arms are trying to reach out long, parallel to the floor. Take your hands down to the floor. They land on either side of your left foot. Pivot that right foot around. Back leg is nice and strong. Root your right hand down and unwind. Left arm up towards the sky, stretching, twisting. So the crown of your head's reaching towards the front wall, heels reaching towards the back wall. Inhale, exhale, left hand down. Push off the back foot and come up towards the top of the mat. Inhale, part way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Other side. Inhale, reach. Those are the words you were looking for. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the eyes, lift the heart, open through the heart, shine it. Everybody needs to see that these days. Exhale, fold. Step towards the back of your mat into a high plank. So your choice, either straight legs or bent legs. Lower on down, chest a few inches from the floor. Inhale, open. So this time I ended up in an upward, in a cobra instead of up dog. Exhale, lower. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Breathe here. All right, so we're heading into our right leg. Your right leg is going to lift up high to the sky. Your fingers are grounded. Your shoulders are strong. Inhale, and as you exhale, bend that knee. Pull the knee in towards the nose. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, up and back. Right knee bends and comes out high and wide towards the right tricep. Inhale, up and back. One more time, knee to right tricep outside. Inhale, up and back. Right knee crosses towards the left elbow. Inhale, up and back. Last one here, exhale. Woo. Inhale, up and back. Step it forward inside the right hand. Pivot that left heel down. Inhale to rise. Reach all the way up into warrior one. Turn to the side. Don't let that right knee waver. It stays right out over the right toes. Find your breath. Bending that through that right knee. Arms are parallel. Take the left hand down the left side leg and lift that right arm up. Open through the right side body. Return to warrior two. Hands come down to the floor. Pivot on that back foot. Unwind. Right arm reaches towards the sky. Belly's pulled in. Nice long line through the body. Exhale, right arm down. Push off the back foot to step up towards the top of your mat. Inhale, part way up. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise. Reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Find your breath. All right. Inhale, reach the arms up over the head. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift the eyes, lift the heart. Exhale, deeper fold. Step your left leg to the back, followed by the right into a high plank. Pull the belly in. Either you drop down to your knees or you just stay up on with straight legs, but either way, we're coming down onto our elbows. All right, so you're either in an elbow plank here or you pass through the knees. All right, so legs will come back to straight, push through the heels. We're going to turn into a side elbow plank. So you're going to turn your toes to the left and take this left arm up towards the sky. Toes left, left hand up. Pull the belly in towards the spine. Squeeze the glutes. Bend this left elbow. Your fingertips are at the back of the head. Inhale, and as you exhale, take that left elbow down towards the floor. Inhale up. For 2. For 3. So an option here could have been for my right knee to be down at the floor if that needed to happen. For 4. Turn onto your forearms. This is a nice place to take a child's pose. We'll all just wait here while everyone finds their breath. So if you need a child's pose here, do it. We're not going to leave anybody behind. Come on back up onto your forearm plank. Let's turn the toes right. Right arm reaches towards the sky. You could separate your feet a little bit wider. That also can make it feel a little gentler. Pull the belly in, squeeze the glutes. The stronger you make your middle core, the easier this is going to feel. Hands touch lightly to the back of the head. Inhale. Exhale, elbow taps to the floor. Inhale, rise. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Last one here. Inhale, rise. Return to your forearm plank, warriors. Let's do it. Hold it right here for 8. 7, you've got this. You're proving your own strength. You know you're stronger than you ever give yourselves credit for. For 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Knees down. Come back into child's pose. Breathe here. Let the elbows fall towards the mat. Feel that breath as your spine rises up and down. Feel your spine moving like a wave. And let's go ahead and rise on up, sitting on your knees. And we're going to come around, bring the knees or feet around. All right. Sitting up nice and tall. You're sitting right at the sits bones. Knees are bent. Let's tap the tops of the toes at the mat. Pull the knees in. Pull the belly in. Spine is long. How are your shoulders? Roll them down the mat. And we're going to come here into a boat pose. So your shins are parallel, arms are reaching out, pull the belly in towards the spine. I want you to try to feel like you're really supported through the core here, not necessarily all in the hip flexor. So pull the belly towards the spine. Can we tap the right foot towards the floor and up? So notice how you don't want the knee to bend a whole lot. You're not bending it kicking. You're extending it out a little bit. The knee stays in a little gentle bend. Belly's pulled in. How's your breath? Never let the posture take that breath away. Last one here. Maybe the toes could go up even higher. Cross one foot over the other. Hug it in. Wrap your arms around your legs. Drop the chin into the chest. Relax here. Now we're going to go ahead and wind it on down. Plant your feet onto the floor. Sit up nice and tall, long through the spine. Reach your arms out long. When you do that, could you keep your spine nice and long? Sometimes the effect here is that we kind of tend to round here. And I want you to pull your belly towards the spine. Let the spine be strong all the way up. Stack one vertebra, one on top of the other. All right, we've got to strengthen our spines to support us through our next episodes of Tiger King. Inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to round down. Pull the belly towards the spine. Slowly, slow motion. Oh, y'all are about to witness my weakness right here. Try to control it. Arms up over your head. Reach those toes out long. Oh, it feels so good to stretch that core that was just worked. Inhale and exhale the arms down beside you. Bring your left knee in towards the chest. Interlace the fingers around the shins and hug that knee in towards the chest. Open the knee out wide. Open the left knee out wide. The right arm reaches out to the side. Inhale it back across the midline. Your knee comes over towards the right. Left arm opens. Maybe you look over towards that left hand. Inhale, come on back in towards the midline. Switch the feet. Right knee comes in towards the chest. Interlace the fingers on that right shin and hug the knee in towards you. How are your shoulders here? So often I feel some tension squishing the shoulders up into the ears. Inhale, and as you exhale, soften the shoulders. Your arms can still stay strong and pull that in. Open the knee out wide to the side. And now bring the knee across. You're using this right hand to help guide it. Now we switch over. The left hand's going to help guide. Open the right arm out towards the side. Maybe that left hand kind of helps the knee cross over gently. How far can you turn your chin over that left towards the shoulder, towards the right shoulder? Inhale, come on back in towards the midline. Pull the knees in towards the chest. One more time. I want you to go ahead and curl up into a little ball. You're wrapping your hands all the way around. Maybe you're grabbing hold at either the elbows or around the forearms. Lower the back of the head back down to the mat. From here, can you try to open your tailbone down towards the floor? If it makes it feel like it's a little traction. Pull the belly in. You haven't let that compression go of the thighs towards the belly. And release. Go ahead and let the feet down to the floor. And walk your legs out long. You have earned your Savasana this afternoon. Separate your heels a little so that the pinky toes just flop open towards the outside. Let your arms just rest down beside you. Let your eyes close gently. And before you drift, just bring your attention into your breath for a moment. When you're lying down, you can feel that rise and fall of the belly. You inhale, the belly rises. As you exhale, it draws back in. Feeling that dynamic energy inside, feeling the strength. that what you're facing each day gives you the occasion to be strong from within over and over again. Doesn't matter if your knee can touch your nose or you can hold a plank or any of those things. Those are great things to bring about that physical strength. But trust that what you're doing every day is also building that internal strength. Let's go ahead and close together. Bring your knees in towards your chest and let your knees just rock a little bit side to side. And we're going to return into a seated position, however you're comfortable. Either cross-legged or legs open a little bit, sitting up tall. Together, let's inhale. Reach the arms up over your head. And bring the hands together down towards your heart. May today we find peace in our thoughts, peace through our words, and peace in our hearts. Namaste. Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you next week.